Okay, guys, so let's start with the economical phase. Okay, let's go. So, as usually, we train one woman and a batch of five. We put the beginning woman on bushes. One soldier will build a house. Three others will go on to wood. And the first woman we train go to bushes. Okay, so I put a second house already to use the 300 wood I had, and the five women I'm training will go on wood near the CC, the civic center, and I will train another batch of five women as soon as possible. Okay, this is it. So now I will put this batch I'm training on a farm, on a field, sorry, and the next five too. Thanks to this, I will have 5 women on bushes and 10 women on 2 farms. So, as soon as my cavalry will have finished to hunt, I will go. I will probably go hunting, like on the camels on the right. And as you can see, I'm doing a little micro trick. That is to say that I don't order to my woman to build the field as soon as possible, but uh, I make them go back to my civic center. Thanks to this, as you can see, the five women here are perfectly placed. They can't be closer to the CC. So I assume I will do the same with those five women again. So yeah, that's it. So as you can see, I bring them back to the CC, and beam, they build. So I'm adding another house, and I go for hunting. So now that I have these two fields and five women and bushes, I will be able to train constantly a batch of five women from the CC. So right now, all the women I would train will go on wood. So I decide to take a wood spot behind my base. Thanks to this, I'm a bit protected, and it's easier to protect. So I put the drop site. Okay, so the wood near my CC is now over, so I will have to switch my wood cutters. I will have to switch my wood cutters on the spot behind, and I will keep my soldiers here because I will go to build my barrack soon, I guess. So that's better because they won't work for nothing. Okay, so it will be time for the wood technology. It's you should take it between the third minute and the fourth. Okay, that's done. And I keep signing women on wood. That's really important. So I will have a lot of wood, but I will use it. I will first I will really need a lot of wood, but I will use it also for the field technology and also for the farmstead and the barrack. Come on. Okay, sorry, a little lag. Okay, so I've just assigned five more women on wood. I go to build my barrack, and I will start adding women on fields because to constantly train a batch of five units from my civic center and my barrack, I will need 6 farms, 6 fields. So of course it's better if they are around the CC. And I will also need the farm technology. That's why I am already building the farm stuff. So for now I have 4 fields. My cavalry who is hunting. I keep making houses, and I take the field technology. So um, the biome of this map is Syria biome, but I really like this biome. But the main problem for the strategy I want to do is that forests are really small. So it means that I will have to change of a wood spot really soon. And as you can see, forests are really small, so that's really not that's really bad. Yeah. Okay, so now I have my barrack, I have my fields. I'm training women from the CC, and I'm training soldiers from the barrack, and uh, I will train 2 batch of 5 soldiers, and each will go on a mine. So 5 units will go on stone, and 5 others will go on metal. So as my goal is to go to phase 2 as soon as possible with a decent economy, I should add some fields because I will need a lot of food, considering that cavalry cost a lot, really a lot of food and few wood. Okay, so I have to switch of a food spot. Okay, and I'm adding my last field, and now I won't train a unit anymore, and I will wait to have the resources to go to phase 2. And I will click the second phase around 8 minutes. Okay, so now I wait. So at this moment, if you see that you have more food than wood, you can take a technology. For example, the metal one, if you have a lot of food, as right now, or the metal one, if you have too much food and not enough of food. Like this, you will balance your stock. Okay, so as you can see, I take stone technology, and now, okay, I will click phase 2 really soon. Okay, that's done. So while you are phasing, you should add some houses, and you should also add a barrack. But the most important is to keep a good economy, and for this, you should be really careful about what your units are doing. Okay, so I'm adding my house, and now this second barrack. Okay, that's done. Okay, so this second barrack should be finished um, at the exact moment when you reach phase 2. That's really the best. That's sometimes not possible, but if you can do it, if you can have the perfect timing, I really advise to do so. Okay, so as you can see, I hadn't the resources needed to train a batch of 5 soldiers. Also, I'm training them one per one, and I will put 3 soldiers on stone, so I will have 8 on stone, and I will put 3 or 2, it depends, on the metal. Okay, so I'm almost to phase 2. Okay, come on. So I wait. My second barrack is finished, and I will train those two. Okay, so I'm training 2 batch of 5 archer cavalry, and as soon as they will be trained, I will directly go to harass my opponent. You shouldn't lose a single moment. So as you can see here, my opponent is scouting. He doesn't attack me, so it's okay. Okay, great. And with this economy, it allows me to train another house, and I will also be able to produce 2 batch of 5 cavalry archer just after those I'm training will be finished. And this is it. Okay, guys. So now that you have a good economy, a lot of cavalry archer, and that you have distracted your opponent, damage his economy, your goal will be to take down his civic center. So to be able to do this, you should keep an area of his territory totally free of defenses, more especially of towers. So as you can see here, there is no towers, so I can go like this and attack his economy, and more especially, sorry, his civic center. So let's go. So as you can see, my opponent is running after me with a spearman, but the problem of spearmen against this strategy is that they are melee units, so they should reach you to damage you, and you can use this disadvantage by hit and running. That is to say, you shoot, you go back, you shoot, you go back. That's really easy to do with a bit of practice, and it also allows you to keep a lot of units alive. Okay, so as you can see, I'm attacking the my opponent main base, and on the other side of the map, I'm I keep harassing him with another group of archer cavalry, and this is really important because by attacking his civic center, you don't damage his eco, you don't damage his economy at all, and as you can see, I don't care about women on fields, so I should keep harassing him, and this second group of units has this task. So as you can see, my opponent keep training spearmen, so I shoot at them. So what you guys should know about this strategy is that if you lose your units, you lose the game, because uh, by fast phasing like this, you will have a less population. Your economy will be worse compared to your opponent one. So you should. That's really a must to be careful with your units. That's really keeping your units alive is the key of the victory. So you should really, really, really care about that. Okay. So I keep harassing, and so in this record, I have phase to 3, and I have kept training those units, those cavalry. But you can also do a transition on elephants. So that is to say that you click phase 3 and you do a switch from wood to metal with your units. If those units are soldiers, that's better than women. And thanks to this, you will have a lot of food, a lot of metal, and you will just have to put a fortress or two and to train those elephants. And thanks to this, you will damage his buildings. What is hard to do with this cavalry? It takes really long to take down a building with a simple unit, if I can say this like that. Okay, so my opponent is gathering food on bushes, so I will attack this bushes spot. So as you can see, I'm now harassing my opponent in two different areas, and I keep attacking his civic center. So this group of units here um, keep harassing, as you can see, and my opponent is coming to me. But if you give a look now, you see my opponent's cavalry coming, and this cavalry will try to trap me. Also, I should absolutely avoid to be trapped because if I lose those 28 units, it will be a huge loss for me. Okay, so as you can see, I escape, and I keep training my cavalry. I should really have a lot, really have a lot. My economy is kinda low, so I should be really careful. And as I told you, you should really be careful about your opponent towers. Uh, a garrison tower can kill uh, 10 units, 10 of your units really fast. So as you can see right now that a tower isn't garrisoned, feel free to take it down with your archers. It goes relatively fast, but as soon as it's garrisoned, just go away. Really, that's really important. Okay, so now as you can see, I was doing a transition, sorry, to elephants, but finally this is over. Okay, so I've made a table with all age 1 unit statistics. That is to say, archers, slingers, skirmishers, skirmishers cavalry, the melee cavalry, and finally cavalry archers and the Ptolemy's archers. Okay, so for this strategy, the statistics which are important are the range and the hit points. Thanks to this, we will know if this strategy is okay against this sieve or another. So let's start with archers. So as you can see, archers are 72 of range and 50 hit points. Considering that Seleucide cavalry archers are 72 range as well, this strategy won't work against archers' civilizations as Carthaginians, Morea, Persians, and Ptolemies. About slingers, slingers' range is 48. So it means that we will be able to shoot slingers without being damaged by them. So this strategy will be okay against slinger thieves, so that is to say against Athenians and Britons. About infantry skirmishers, that is to say civilizations as Gauls, Romans, Seleucids, Spartans, Macedonians, and Iberians, the range of these units is 24. That is to say, we can shoot a lot, really a lot, these skirmishers with our units without being damaged. So I really advise to do this strategy against Gauls, Romans, Spartans, etc., etc. About skirmisher cavalry, these units have a range of 28, so a bit more than infantry skirmishers. But as they are cavalry, they move faster. So that can be an issue if you don't hit and run. Because for example, if you have 10 archers cavalry and your opponent has 10 skirmishers cavalry, he will kill you a lot, really a lot of your units. You will lose a lot of units, but you will still win the battle. But as the point is to keep the more units you can alive, I will advise to do so. So the point is, when skirmisher cavalry are coming, just run away, shoot, run away again. So do a perfect hit and run. About melee cavalry, Macedonians and Romans have these units, and these units have no range at all because they are melee. Also, you can hit and run them, but if these units manage to catch your cavalry archers, they will do a lot of damage to your units, so you really need to be careful, really, really a lot. Finally, about cavalry archers, they have exactly the same range as our units, so I really disadvise to do this strategy against the cavalry archer sieve, that is to say Ptolemies.